Welcome to our very first episode of our visual episodes of Rooted in Good Company. I'm Shay.
I'm Shug.
And today we're talking about situationships and self-abandonment. So the first topic is when connections stop serving your growth.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you walk away? Do you let a conversation happen, or do you just distance yourself?
I think it depends on the situation. It depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends on the relationship. For me, I can use our relationship and our past quarrels as an example.
Mm-hmm.
When I felt the connection was not serving, I'm sorry. So, with our connection, I felt that I needed to make the decision on what was the best thing for us to do. So my way of handling that was just merely just walking away, stopping all communication without explanation.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that was how it was going to better serve me to move forward, not really thinking about how it would serve you or how it would affect you in any kind of way. But for me, with friendships, I will say it's a little bit easier for me to walk away than it would be for me to walk away from a relationship with a man, which is crazy. But
that's yeah. But I think a lot of females are like that. We give men 10 chances and we give our friends 1. And it shouldn't always be like that.
We hold our friends to
a higher
standard.
Yep.
Whereas
the men should be the one on the higher standard.
I agree.
Even family, I would walk away from a cousin in a minute.
I would too. I would gladly shut down from relatives. Probably.
But
easier.
I think I at least give my friends a conversation, just because I don't have a lot of siblings, and the one sibling that I do have, he's autistic, so therefore that's not a relationship that can be quote unquote normal. So I take my friendships very seriously to the point where those are my siblings. So I do allow a conversation. Now, if I see the conversation is going left, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, shawty, you got it," and I'm just going about my business.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like when you are feeling like a connection with anybody isn't serving you, I feel the conversation is necessary to have.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you both can be on one accord. I mean, there could be miscommunication somewhere. I can be thinking it's one thing and it really isn't what that is, or vice versa. So a conversation is definitely necessary to be had when you're feeling like this connection no longer is for you.
Yeah.
What do you think is a red flag?
If I'm always, my friendships or all relationships?
We can categorize it if you want to.
Okay, so for friendships, if I'm showing up for you, but you're never showing up for me, that's a red flag. For my partner, if I feel like I'm pouring into you and I'm not getting anything in return, that's a red flag. And then for family, if all you can do is point out the negative and I never see anything positive, that's a red flag. And I have to walk away from all of that. What about you?
I agree. All of those are major red flags for me. However, I think I'm one of those people that doesn't pay attention to red flags immediately.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree because you don't.
Okay. Somebody got to wave the flag in front of me and be like, "Hey, don't you see this flag red over here?" Like, I give people chance after chance after chance of proving themselves because I like to see the better side of people.
Mm-hmm. So you like to see people for what they could be instead of for what they are?
I mean, I look at the good portion of what they are and what they have shown me presently or before.
Mm-hmm.
And just, that's a good freaking question.
Because I get everybody goes through something, and you have to see people through their hard times, because everybody's going to have some hard times. But when do I say, hey, your hard times is lasting a little too long and we're going to have to cut this short?
I think because of the type of person that I am, it's kind of hard for me because I put myself in people's shoes. Mm-hmm. So if it's somebody that I am connected to and they are connected to some sort of situation, I kind of deal with them on a level of how I would want somebody to deal with me. Yeah. So if I want somebody to be delicate and understanding with me, mm-hmm. I'm automatically delicate and understanding with that person. Now, whether or not I see how they respond to it as a red flag or not, sometimes the lines are blurred there because I, again, choose to see the better side of a person. Yeah. Versus seeing the flaws. I don't feel that pointing out a person's flaws all the time is a way of growth for somebody. So I try to bring light to the good things of a person just to kind of, be encouraging in some sort of way of shedding light the good part of them so they can continue to show the good part of them. Yeah. I mean, it's, obviously life don't work that way, but hey.
I think I tend to accept people for who they are, and if you show me better, I'll handle you as such. But if you don't show me that there's no better, then you just get grouped in whatever category I choose to put you in. Now, if we move forward in that relationship, then cool. But if not, then hey, I just took you for what you give me. I can't give you more than you're giving me, and that's for all relationships because that gets draining.
It does. It does. And like I've said before, it takes a person to do me like it's almost like you got to do me the worst of the worst in order for me to walk away. Yeah. Because I'm going to keep continuously trying to prove to you, hey, I'm this friend or I'm this partner or I'm this relative. I'm here and I'm in your corner and I'm present for you. And I don't necessarily know how to walk away from it because I'm too knee deep in. Yeah. So I am learning to, as you said, take people for who they are, believe who they should.
The first time.
Hallelujah. Not the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
So then that leads us into our last topic. How do you gracefully exit a relationship? We're both 33 now. And old me would have picked the fight. We could have squared up. We could have did whatever it is you wanted to do. But nowadays, I've grown and I'm just, if you want to have a conversation, that's fine. But if not, then I'm okay with just walking away because I don't feel like we're going to get anywhere through an argument. Like you can say, oh, you did this to me, and I can say, oh, you did this to me. But at the end of the day, pointing fingers, what does that get us?
Nowhere.
So therefore, I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to let you walk away. And if you choose to, like I said, have a conversation, but you want to have an adult conversation, we can have that. But I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have that breath in me no more.
It definitely depends on the mindset of the person that you are having to step away from. For me, I think the best course of action is to just step away altogether. Mm-hmm. Especially, I feel like because I have probably been repetitious on how I feel about certain things, and it's just not being fixed or it's been overlooked. Mm-hmm. So I resort to just shutting completely down. Now, the old me would have hit you with paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph.
Yeah. That gets old quick.
Called you, cussed you out, leave a voicemail, probably pull up on you and get ready to fight you. Yeah. And then probably say I'm sorry later on for all the extra.
No, I ain't apologizing. I'm going to stand on what I did. Because that's how I felt in that moment. So I'm going to stand on it.
But now, just leaving things for what they are, even if it's a friendship, a relationship with a partner or with family, I no longer give it that effort of going back and forth because they're going to see whatever side is right. If their side is right and they're not open to seeing where you're coming from,
that's all they're going to see.
That's all they're going to see. Yep. And there's nothing that you can do about that. All you can do is either choose to eat it and move forward and allow that friendship or situation or whatever it is to continuously be toxic for you, or you just simply walk away.
Yeah. I think maybe that's why it's easier for me to walk away from certain relationships with family because I was forced into that family. My friends, I can choose that family. So I can love you from afar. I don't have to be around you or even talk to you because we're still related at the end of the day. But I don't have to like you.
Yeah,
I'm real bad about that, and you know, it's peaceful. It keeps my sanity and it keeps my peace. So a lot of people don't agree with it, but that's what I do for me.
I definitely don't.
Why? I don't have to talk to you. I love you.
I mean, it's true, but I mean, you're growing.
Yeah,
so
I'm growing.
One of these days, we're going to get past that.
Are we?
Yeah.
What are we getting past? If I'm keeping the peace, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not biting your head off. I'm not yelling.
It doesn't take all of that.
Exactly.
I mean, it's when you're talking to somebody that used to argue somebody up and down, left and right.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
We don't have to do all that.
And especially if I know we're going to have the conversation, the family-wise, if I know we're going to have a conversation and you're never going to see your part in it, or you're always talking around what you did, you can't own up to it, there's no need for me to have this relationship with you.
Okay, so question then. If that's the case, let's say time has passed, maybe 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still in your mind thinking that person is who they were 3 or 4 years prior? If they say, hey, Shay.
No, because I'm not the same person that I was even 2 months ago. So people can grow, but if you're not going to come to me and say, hey, I want to have that conversation, why am I coming to you? Especially when I know I'm not the one that broke this bond.
But how? Okay, maybe I see it a little different because I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I too have done it before, even though I haven't done anything wrong, and they couldn't say what it is that I actually done to them.
Yeah.
But I felt that it was necessary because it's my family member. Let me go to this person. Maybe it's something that's going on internally that I probably, have said or done in the past that they haven't gotten over. Let's try to get to the bottom of that. I've been that person to do that, and some things has, come of it. And I feel now, present day, we are better.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I have done that with another relative, and it just simply didn't go anywhere because they couldn't tell me or remember exactly what it is that was done that caused the issue to begin with.
Yeah.
So there was no resolution there. So I have to handle that person. I gotta love you from over here. I'll speak to you when I see you, but that's just about as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah.
We keep our distance. But I feel like now I probably would want a conversation with that said person again that I feel like I didn't have to resolve with because it's my family member. That's my blood. So I feel like me giving it an effort, even though years has passed by, I'm not necessarily bruised or hurt by the situation anymore, but I feel like a conversation is necessary just to see where the person's head is in the space that you can be in. I mean, people may not agree with it, and maybe that's me just, what do they call it? Not being a doormat, but
trying to see the good in everything.
Yeah.
Trying to be a fixer of everything. But I'm okay with some stuff being broken, especially when I'm not the one that broke it. Like me, if family-wise, I'll go to 2 people, somebody older, somebody around my age or maybe a little younger, and tell them what happened to see if I'm the one, that's the problem. If nobody can tell me that I'm the problem, I'm not going to that person and be like, hey, we need to talk. I'm washing my hands with it because I'm not the one that messed this up. If you want to be the bigger person and admit your wrongdoing and we talk about it and fix it, cool. I'll wash my hands with it. We can leave that in the past and we can move on like nothing ever happened. If you cannot do that, I'm going to leave you where I left you. And that's just what it is. Okay. That's all I can be. That's all I can do. Because anything more than that, now you want to pick an argument. And I'm not going to give you that out of me. Not at this big grown age. Can't.
You're very nonchalant.
I am.
I mean, that's just who you are.
I try not to be. It's just, hey, I'm either chalant or nonchalant. And you don't want me to chalant because that chalant is ignorant.
The nonchalant is too.
You know what? Whatever.
It's okay. It's all right. So, yeah.
All right. Well, y'all, that's all we got for this first episode. We tried to keep it real short, real cute. Anything you want to say?
No.
Oh, we do have a project coming for y'all. Maybe within the next week. Hopefully sooner. But we do have a surprise for y'all. You don't know what the surprise is?
I'm trying to think.
What did we just record?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm not sure when the video portion of this will be up, but audio is always out every Sunday, and maybe video every Monday.
Okay.
All right.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. If we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio, and now YouTube.
Yes.
So if you know where to go, then you know where to go. But it's always rooted in good company, wherever you go. All right, y'all. We will see y'all next time.
Bye.